Oh my gosh, the slopes were crazy, bro.
I'm sweating so bad from my hike.
Well,
anyways,
how was your spring break?
it was great because I haven't done anything.
Are we cosplaying right now? What is this?
I feel like I look like Russell from Up. Do I look like a Boy Scout?
A little, but a cute one.
Okay. You look like a cute snow bunny. Is that what they're called? Ski bunny? Snow bunny?
I don't know.
I don't either. Anyways, you know what really you know what really sucks is that adults don't get spring break.
Yeah.
I think we should riot. It should be like the equivalent of a Thanksgiving break, you know?
It really should.
You need one on either side.
You really do.
It's kind of the perfect timing. There's like a month and a half, like 2.5 months in between Christmas or the holiday and New Year's, and then spring break. And Thanksgiving is like a month and a half before Christmas.
Yeah.
I'm starting a petition. Everybody join me.
We'll drop the link.
We could create a national adult spring break holiday. And then people could actually celebrate St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah,
and not
I
be
know,
hungover
right?
on Monday.
I have friends that are in NOLA, and I'm like so jealous.
Wait, that's so fun.
You know, I've always wanted to go
to St. Patrick's Day or NOLA in general.
I've been to NOLA. I want to go during St. Patrick's Day.
Oh yeah, for a dance competition. Yeah. Have you been other than that?
No.
Okay. Well,
it was right before COVID 2020. That kind of weird.
That is kind of weird. So your senior year.
Yeah.
Crazy. What was the last spring break that you did?
Miami.
Did you go clubbing at all?
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, that's kind of like the thing to do in Miami, right?
Yeah. I'm not like a huge like club person. I like going to the bars and like going out, but not really the club.
We all fans.
Like my outfit planning for that trip was so overwhelming.
I remember that cute long brown dress that you got. That's so cute. You should have worn that for the app.
Spring break lookbook. I know, I love that dress. Shout out to Revolve.
Is that where it's from?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. When was your last spring break?
When? Don't age me like that.
Where?
It was in Breckenridge, Colorado, with Nolan and his family. It's when we got engaged.
Oh.
It was very cute.
What was that, 2022?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
And I've been missing spring break ever since.
I feel like that's a lie. You do adult spring break. You went to Angel Fire. You went to...
Okay, well, that was different. That was for my bachelorette party.
But that was like spring break week.
Yeah. For the people who were still in school.
Yeah, it was my spring break. So does that mean you don't get an adult spring break even though it's during spring break?
I would say that you can conveniently take vacations then, yes.
Oh.
Like if you wanted to use your vacation time. But I'm saying like we should get holiday vacation time for it. Like, because I could take PTO whenever. But where I work, like my firm, we have a firm-wide shutdown in like around 4th of July. I'm saying we should get like one of those situations.
Bro, imagine like a hospital just did that. Like, can you imagine?
All of a sudden, no nurses, no doctors,
no patients
for a whole week.
See you guys next week. Bye.
That would be
oxygen's right there. Meds are in the car.
So many people die.
Oh wow!
Right? I mean,
yeah,
with no care.
Yeah.
I mean that's really sad.
Wait, this just turned very dark. I don't like this. I don't like the direction this is going. Let's make it happy again. Let me take off these fuck ass gloves.
Fuck it. I kind of like the backpack. Should I leave it on?
It's up to you.
It is pretty uncomfortable to sit like this.
It looks good with your outfit though. The blues and together. Maybe not.
I don't know if I want to feel like Russell from...
No, you should take it off.
Okay. Anybody. Anyways, welcome back to the pod, everybody.
Yes.
Welcome.
And happy spring break.
Happy spring break. Welcome to Check This Book Out. I'm Madeline Bookout, mountain lover.
And I'm Hannah Bookout, skier of only 2 occasions, but dressed for the occasion. And this is our fantasy and romance podcast. We have a lot of fun here, so welcome if you're a first-time listener, or welcome back.
Yep. We are going to be giving spring break destination-themed book recommendations.
I'm so excited, dude.
I know. It was actually, okay, Hannah and I talked about this. It was very hard. I won't lie.
It was very hard.
I didn't realize that I'm not, in some ways, I am a mood reader, and in some ways, I'm just absolutely not.
Yeah.
You know?
I have never read, like, I'm not a mood reader, like, location-wise.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not like, ooh, I really want to pick up a island book. Like, no. Same. Like, I've never been like that.
I only do it for, like, seasonally.
Yeah. Like,
you know? In the summer, I will read a cute beach read.
Yes. Yeah.
But.
Or in the fall, I'll read, like, an academia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I do read seasonally, but not necessarily location.
Yeah.
Which was why this was so hard, but it was also really fun. Because now I feel inspired.
Yeah.
I influenced myself.
I'm about to take my own recommendations.
Mm-hmm. Me too. Especially because some of these were books that I haven't read in a while. So.
Same. I like go scrolling through
my Goodreads. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same. It makes me feel like I haven't read a lot.
That too. I was like, have I ever read a book about?
I was like, when was the last time I read a book set in Europe?
Yeah.
Spoiler, sorry.
Oh. Well, let's just hop into it then.
Yeah,
let's
get into it.
All right. Everybody? Get your little comfy. Well, we have our coffee today.
Yeah. Grab your, what did you get? A dirty chai?
Dirty chai?
I got a German chocolate mocha, I think is what it is.
Ooh.
It's really good. But grab your coffee and grab your swimsuit and let's check this book out.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, sorry. I was just actually going to go take a sip.
Okay.
You don't have to.
Well, it's bad luck if you cheers and don't sip. You're going to have to mute those nasty noises that we just made.
Sorry, this is not coffee ASMR.
Okay.
Well, let's get started. Our first location is beach reads.
Beach reads. We want to give examples of destinations.
Yeah.
If you're going to Hawaii
or Cabo
or St. Lucia
or the Bahamas
or Bora Bora
or Amalfi Coast
or Galveston.
If you're going to Galveston, no, it's okay. It's okay. Have fun.
Yeah, have fun in Galveston.
Stay safe out there. Loki, though, honestly, why am I hitting on Galveston? I kind of fuck with Galveston.
I fuck with South Padre.
Yeah.
Or what is it? The one that we went to recently. Port
Aransas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fuck with Port Aransas.
I fuck with Port Aransas, but Galveston, like, is kind of nasty. But you know what? When it's the only option within 5 hours,
I will be
going.
I'll be going. We do be going.
We do.
Well, where did we go last time? Cinnamon Shores? Was that Port Aransas?
Yeah, in Port A.
Yeah, that was cute.
It was a cutie.
Place. Anyway, beach. My beach gruppeed recommendation is the Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren. I know everyone knows this book, but it's been out for a while, so like maybe you should go reread it.
Yeah, maybe if you're just now getting into romance or reading in general, like even, I don't know, it probably came out when I was in college. So
yeah, I think I was in high school.
Yeah, you might not have read it yet.
Yeah.
Or if you have read it, read it again.
Yeah, I might, because I don't entirely remember the story. Obviously, I know the plot and like how it starts, but I don't entirely remember. But it's set in Hawaii.
I've never been, but you've been.
I have been.
I really want to go. I would read this if I went to Hawaii.
My savings, like my travel fund, it's gonna be to go to Hawaii.
Really?
Yeah, no, I want to go back so bad.
That's really fun.
It's gorgeous there.
I want to take a surfing lesson.
Oh
Did you do that while you were there?
no,
You just drank pina coladas?
I'm allergic to pineapple, so
Oh.
no.
Killed yourself?
I took scuba lessons though.
Wait, that's so fun.
Yeah.
Did you have to get a license to do that?
Yeah, I have to like practice in the pool first, and then you can go out. We saw a manta ray. Okay, wow, we're really. Yeah, I'm giving myself FOMO talking about it. That was my sophomore high school year, Hawaii. Like that was my spring break, sophomore year of high school.
So fun.
Yeah.
I'm
Anyway,
jealous.
The Unhoneymooners, really good, love it, funny romantic comedy set in Hawaii. Christina Lauren, low-key, why does she have like a lot of good beach reads? I
Because
noticed
she's
this.
iconic and we love her.
Yeah,
Have you read a lot of her stuff? Or you just like
I
have
read
used-
4 of her books.
Okay.
Their books.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that book.
Me too.
Maybe next time I'm in Hawaii, I'm not in Hawaii, but maybe I will read it.
Yeah, that'd be so fun. Okay, your turn.
I also did the Unhoneymooners. But I did a fantasy one.
Yeah,
So The Bridge Kingdom by Danielle L. Jensen.
that's a good book.
I haven't read that in a while. I remember it being a really cool beginning though.
Yeah,
The way it starts, I was like, whoa.
Yeah, you remember or you don't?
No, I
yeah,
remember.
No, yeah, that's very.
I remember
cool.
the beginning and I remember like the trope and I remember the basics. I don't remember the details, which is why I think it would be a fun reread.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why I chose it for a beach read though is because I remember it being set in the jungle.
It's an island.
That's
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is your Bahamas read.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but
That's a cool like kingdom setup.
mm-hmm.
When I was thinking of like trying to find a fantasy that would go with beach, like I couldn't think of any. I don't know any fantasy worlds that are set on a coast or an island like this one. Like I can think of some like in the world, but like the main kingdom set on a beach.
Kingdom of the Wicked, maybe. But
Yes, but I would not recommend
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. No, I get it. The books that we actually liked that were in those settings.
Mm-hmm.
I had a good one, but I used it somewhere else.
Oh.
So
Okay.
anyways,
moving on.
Bridge Kingdom, definitely read it. That's one of probably I haven't read it in a while, but I think that was a 5-star read.
Definitely 4-star and up. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I need to read her other stuff too, though.
I only read the first 2. She's continued the series a lot, though.
Oh.
Yeah, there's like 3 or 4 books. Mm-hmm.
About the same?
No, it's like tangential.
No.
Which sometimes I don't like, but I would give it a try at
I would
least.
give it a try.
Also, she redid the covers and they're badass.
Really?
Yeah. Hannah will flash it on screen.
I need to rate. She has a fate inked in blood or something.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard a lot of good things, so I need to read that.
too.
Anyway, moving on. Our next location is the lake. So, Lake Michigan, perhaps.
Yes.
Or
the Great Lakes. Or your local state lake that might be super gross and man-made, but is also a lot of fun.
Yes.
If you have a friend with a boat.
Yeah, emphasis on friend with a boat.
Yeah. I can't believe that you've never been out on Nolan's boat.
I know, it's kind of rude.
We
I've known
really-
him for what?
As long
almost
as I
10
have.
years, and
We need to go this summer. We could do a lake read.
Yes.
Now we have to.
now we have Lake Reads.
Now we have lake reads. We have to.
Yeah.
It's for science.
For my mental health, really.
Yeah.
But my lake read is Funny Story by Emily Henry, which you may be thinking, like, girl, what? It's set in Michigan, therefore Lake Michigan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they truly like go to the lake and stuff.
Like, I remember reading that book and I was like, this is the cutest, like, woodsy, beachy vibe. Like
It is
the
precious.
setting was very aesthetic. I really liked it.
Beach Read is like that too.
Yes.
In a similar way, but funny story, I just felt like I was there.
Literally.
I had the warmest feeling in my heart.
Literally, I know, right?
I felt so cozy
Yeah.
and like I never feel like that when I actually go on vacations, but I want to.
Like if you're not going on vacation and you're just like listening to this because you want to feel like you are, this book is perfect because I was like, I feel like I'm in Michigan right now.
No, same.
Like dead
It was
ass.
great vibes.
Yeah.
Truly impeccable vibes.
She did a great job emulating the setting.
Yeah. In a lot of ways, and we've talked about this a little bit, but I read to escape, right?
Mhm.
Sometimes you can't fully escape with romance because you can't fully immerse yourself in the scenario. Her books, especially this one, every time I feel like I'm in a different world.
Yeah.
You know, she sucks
Mhm.
me in. She's really good at that.
Yeah, she is. I agree. I'm there with you.
Okay. I also did a funny story,
Oh my gosh.
but I did do another one.
Okay.
Wild Love by Elsie Silver.
Okay.
This is the first book in the, I'm pretty sure it's, yeah, the Rose Hill series. So while this is not my like favorite romance book, I gave this book 3 stars last year. It is a lake mindset. Like it's a lake setting. So
Mhm.
I mainly recommend it if you are looking for something when you're at the lake that you can feel like you're also reading a book about the lake. Also, the couple was cute. I did like the couple,
Yeah.
but it just wasn't my favorite romance book.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but these are the Canadian books, right?
Yes, it's also in Canada.
So that's cool.
Yeah. It's a little bit
Okay.
ranchy too. So if you're going to a farm, if you're going to your farm this week.
Yeah. Yeah.
I am going to a farm this week. I'm going to Nolan's family's farm on Saturday.
You're such a liar. Like you go to vacations
I'm
while
going one day.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm going actually for a Reid retreat with some work friends to celebrate the end of busy season.
Aww.
I'm kind of testing it out for us, to be honest.
Slay.
Yeah.
I love that.
I know. I'm
Aw.
kind of excited to see. I would like to film there. You want to come?
No.
Oh,
It's my day off.
yeah. That's fine.
Maybe next time.
I'll take a picture of the sunset for you.
Oh, thanks. That's so sweet of you.
Thank you.
All right. Well, next is road trips. If you're going on a road trip,
If you're going to Yosemite
yeah,
or a national park,
and stopping by, I don't know, Bucky's on the way. My recommendation for this book is actually a fantasy. And it's The Road of Bones by Demi Winters. And I chose this because the main character is also going on a road trip.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, I love that.
Yeah. I don't know how people feel. Well, I know how I feel about a book where like the characters are like traveling from one country to the other, or like and they have to get on the boat, or like they're on the horseback or whatever, and it's just like, come on, just get there already.
Yeah.
Like this part is boring. It's like filler. Onyx Storm.
No, literally.
And this book though is kind of surrounded, it's about a girl going on the Road of Bones. And it is really good.
Really? I haven't read
Yes.
this. I didn't know that you read it.
I gave it 3.5 stars, so it's not like the most best book I've ever read, but like if you're going on a road trip and you're trying to romanticize it a little bit, like the boring parts where you're like just driving, not seeing anything cool, this book is like perfect to read in the car.
If you don't get car sick.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
okay.
I read that out of myself early on in life.
Yeah. Conditioned myself.
No, I literally trained myself to not get car sick.
Yeah, same.
I was like, I want to read.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
especially Hannah and I did a lot of road trips to and from Houston, and farther south in Texas, like literally 2 or 3 times a year, going to see family. So at least 4 to 5 hours in the car, and I was like, I will read.
Yeah.
I don't care if I'm puking in a bag. I will read.
Audiobooks weren't really a thing back then.
Yeah. I also am such a purist. I would not have listened to audiobooks even if they were a thing.
Yeah, no, I had hardcover back then. Library books.
I've been reading a Kindle since I was in the womb.
Oh. I don't even remember when I got my first Kindle.
I was in 5th grade. I had that one with the keyboard on it still.
Yeah.
I broke so many Kindles. The screens were so fragile.
That's true. They were. Yeah.
I stepped on one once.
Oh. R.I.P.
Yeah.
But yeah, The Road of Bones by Demi Winters.
I feel inspired to read that.
One thing I'll just mention, just to recommend the book to people, it's like no tropes. No tropes at all.
Really?
Yep.
Is it just straight up fantasy or is it romantasy?
It's like a YA romantasy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, I kind of love that.
No, yeah. I mean, I recommend it. I haven't finished the second book because that's when my book slump started.
Oh.
Yeah. But, yeah.
Okay.
I recommend.
I'm going on a road trip maybe in May. So I'm going to read that.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's pretty short too, so.
Okay. So I have 2 options for road trip. One of them is a closed door YA. It's not YA, I wouldn't say, but it is like a closed door urban fantasy with romance.
Okay.
Sorry, that was a weird way to describe it, but this is called Magic Ford. It's the first book in the Hall of Blood and Mercy by K.M. Shea. Not sure. So she writes interconnected trilogies and set in the same town. Listen, these are not the best books that I've ever read, but I enjoy the hell out of them every time she releases a series. They're very consumable, easy reads, and they're fun and lighthearted. The reason why I recommended this one specifically is because it's the first one in the series.
Mm-hmm.
I think I recommended these to you before.
Yes, I recognize the author.
Yeah. But the reason why I chose it specifically for road trip is because since they're so easy to read, they're also easy to kind of put down. So I feel like on road trips, you're usually making a lot of stops.
Mm-hmm.
Stopping at Buc-ee's, stopping to get lunch. Maybe you're going from one city to the next on your road trip and you can get distracted. That's why I did this one.
That's great. Yeah.
That's great.
That's great. Really thinking about the consumer here, Madeline. Nice job.
Thank you.
Great job.
They're really cute though. And I like the couple in the first one.
I love that.
Killian and Hazel.
Oh.
I named one of my plants Hazel. And I think Hazel is dead now.
Oh.
It's been tough out there trying to take care of my plants in the winter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Aw.
R.I.P. Hazel.
Bye, Hazel. It's okay. Usually when one of my plants dies, I'll just rename the next one the same name.
Yeah.
Because I like the name.
Hazel Resurrected.
Hazel 2.0. Anyways. Then my second recommendation is Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson.
Oh?
I know, 2 very different options here.
Yeah.
This one, you're very immersed. But the reason why I recommended it is because if you're going on a long road trip, this book will last you probably the whole road trip. And
yeah,
it's very adventurous,
Mm-hmm.
So if you're going on an adventure, maybe you want to match the vibe.
Wow. You're being really creative, Madeline. I'm really proud of your mind right now. This is great.
I love praise.
Babe. Those were really good. I really liked that. Wow. See, I'm being inspired even by my own sister.
But you're reading Mistborn right now.
I am.
So do you agree? That could be road trip material?
Yeah, if you're not the one driving.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Also, this is one where you could very easily listen to the audiobook
I
if
was
you are driving.
just thinking that.
I should have thought of that.
Like a perfect book that like you can read and audiobook.
Yeah.
The narrator's really good.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I love the narrator for Brandon Sanderson novels.
Yeah.
He's great. So, on to big cities.
Big cities.
Think New York, Chicago, San Francisco,
Dallas, Texas.
Vegas, Phoenix, Arizona.
I'm like, why am I blanking on geography right now? Boston.
Boston, that's a good one. Okay.
Okay. Well, really, this one was hard for me. I'll be honest.
It was hard for me too.
I thought of a really good fantasy one, but I'm like, well, actually, I don't know if I'd want to read that on my spring break because like that's kind of like murder. So I wouldn't
Oh.
want to read about murder on my spring break. Or maybe you do. I'll just throw it out there. I thought Crescent City was a really good one for this.
That is a great one.
But then I'm like, would you want to read about like literally like murder? I don't know.
I feel like it's different if it was scary.
Yeah.
That one's more kind of like investigative.
Yeah.
You know,
it's very action packed. So you're getting like good action for your spring break read, but it's also based in like a big city and it's bustling and the city's really cool.
Wait, that's actually really funny that you say that because in spring break of 2020, literally right before COVID, I was reading Crescent City because it had come out like 4 days before in Denver.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it as a spring break
read?
read?
It was so good. It was actually very great. I stayed up until like 5 a.m. to finish it one day.
Oh my gosh.
But I will say it is a commitment book.
It is.
Because it's long.
It is. So that's my maybe like half recommendation. My true recommendation though is Mile High by Liz Tomforde. Chicago.
I was gonna sing a song from the Chicago musical and then I realized I don't know any.
Chicago. Isn't that what it is?
Isn't there one that's like I fired 3 warning shots into his head?
No.
Do you know that one? Oh my gosh.
No.
He had it coming.
Oh.
I feel like a lot of people did that song for dance competitions. Am I totally wrong?
I have no idea.
Oh.
I really
Like it was a very jazzy song.
Yeah?
Okay, whatever. Sorry. Totally off track. Mile High, Liz Tomforde.
Yeah. This is like it's just because it's in Chicago. And they're actually doing stuff around in the city itself, so.
Yeah, befriending homeless dogs and.
Yeah. Homeless dogs.
Dogs in dog shelters is what I meant.
That's a really sad way to put it. Homeless dogs.
I'm sorry.
Stray dogs doesn't hit like homeless dogs does. Oh my gosh, dog count!
12? Dog count 12?
I didn't even realize until right now. Like that was a very delayed reaction.
Thank you for counting for us because it didn't even cross my mind. For those of you that are new to the podcast, Hannah and I have a dog count that started in the first episode where we literally have a count for whenever we bring up a dog or say dog.
Somehow comes up a lot.
Yeah, we are only episode 9.
Yeah.
And we've already up to dog count like 12 or 13. I can't remember what.
Yeah, I can't.
We probably need to like write it down.
Yeah, I need to go back and count, honestly.
Yeah. Anywho.
But yeah. Liz Tomforde, Mile High.
Love it.
Yep. Your turn.
Big city.
Yep.
So the first one I did was Soulmate Equation. Actually, both of mine are based in California. Oh. Soulmate Equation, I think, is in San Diego.
Oh.
It's kind of beachy, like a little bit. Have you read that book?
I have.
Oh, okay.
I loved that book.
I know. I like River.
River Pena. Yeah.
Pena. Pena.
Whoa. Hello?
I was gonna make like a. Never mind. I was gonna make a joke, but it was gonna be bad. So,
okay.
That one's set in San Diego. I feel like that could be counted as big city. And I was also just trying to think of like romance vibes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's shorter, you know, it's a romance, so consumable if you're like really busy when you're traveling in this city. You could probably finish it during spring break, even if you're taking a lot of breaks during the book. Um, and then that's by Christina Lauren. The second recommendation I have is Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Have you ever read any of her books?
I have not.
Okay. This is the only book I've read by her. She has a cult following. Like, people love her. She has a very interesting writing style. And like, this was a really interesting book. And I'm pretty sure I did read it during a spring break. So, but very cool storyline.
Yeah.
It like all happens within the span of 24 hours.
Oh,
It's
cool.
really cool, I think. I don't know, it's been a while since I read it. Sometimes I get really nervous about like really committing to something.
I know.
Like last week last week when we said that the main love interest in what was that? Daughter of No Worlds was Maximilian.
What was it actually?
Maximterius. Oh my god.
I said it so confidently.
No, I know.
There was another time too when we were like, oh, this main kingdom in Throne of Glass.
Yes.
It's Arendelle.
Yeah.
No, Arendelle is from the freaking movie Frozen, bro. It's, what is it?
Aderlarn.
Darlin.
Yeah, that. I'm not gonna lie, I felt a little bit dyslexic when I was reading that nation.
So basically, don't believe a word we say here.
Yeah.
Apparently, because we have awful memory.
We're gonna have to just get used to that. Like, I can accept being made fun of if I make a mistake.
Yeah.
Oh, another example is last week I said the final graduate instead of the last graduate for the Scholomance book 2. I got it confused with The Final Empire by Brandon Sanderson.
Yeah.
So
I don't know where the fuck Maximilian came from. I've never heard that in my life. Although Max and
my pants.
Max.
I sent Hannah an Instagram post this week where somebody said, like, whenever somebody realizes that Max and Terrius is actually the best book boyfriend, and I said, oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed.
You're not even the one who said it.
But no, I was full-heartedly like agreeing with you. I was like, yeah, it's Maximilian. I'm crying. I'm actually tearing up.
Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. Okay.
Anywho.
Okay.
I don't even know how we got here.
Next section. Okay. Next section is Europe/international, but really just Europe. And my recommendation for this is actually a Greek mythology, which I thought was I thought I was being smart with that.
She's Greek.
I'm not Greek, but
she was thinking Greek.
I was thinking Greek. Soul and Darkness by Wendy Higgins. Do you remember Wendy Higgins?
Did she write a book called Feudlings?
Yes. And Sweet Peril.
Oh, Sweet Evil?
Sweet Evil.
No, she didn't write
then is it just Feud?
No, it's just Sweet Evil then.
She wrote Sweet Evil.
I don't think she wrote Feudlings. But I think you're right. She definitely wrote Sweet Evil. For sure.
Yeah.
I didn't know that she wrote other books.
Yeah, so like I went on a phase last year where I was like, I missed that author. Like, did they write anything else? And then I went and looked, and she had written this. It's a Cupid and oh gosh, what's the girl's name? Oh no, Cupid and whatever his lover is. It's their Greek mythology.
Wait, that's really cute.
No, yeah, I loved it. It was really good.
There's another
it's a standalone
Cupid book that's called Love and Heartbreaking. Or maybe it's Love and Curse Making. I can't remember. It is such a like good series
Wait,
by Kelly St. Clair.
That's a Greek mythology?
It's not Greek mythology. It's just a like urbanish fantasy, but
like inspired by?
maybe.
Interesting.
It's a very unique like it's not magic system. It's a unique heroine, like creature. I don't know how to describe it, but it's really I liked it a lot. Maybe I'll go read that sometime. But anyways,
cool.
I would love to kind of get into Greek mythology inspired books again.
I know, right? This one was really well done.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's my recommendation.
Okay.
Your turn.
Moving on. I have 2 recommendations for this. One of them I haven't read. Well, one of them I started a long time ago. It's called The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. It has really great reviews and ratings, and people seemed to really like it. If I remember correctly, it's kind of like a historical romance. I really did not get far into it. I probably got like 50 pages and then got distracted by another book. But I remember it feeling very like whimsical, and I'm pretty sure it's set in like London, and France, I think. So, if you're going to Europe and you kind of want something whimsical and historical, because in my experience when I've gone to Europe, I just touched my microphone. I hope that didn't make a noise. In my experience, like you're so immersed in history because those nations are so old. So,
yeah.
You've never read that?
Nope, but I've heard of it.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't think I would go back and read it, but I thought it'd be fun to suggest something I haven't read.
Yeah.
The other one is House of Beating Wings. It's the first book in the Kingdom of Crows book series, and it's by, oh my gosh, another Stein. No. Olivia Wildenstein. So this book gives like Italy coastal vibes.
Ooh.
It's definitely Italy coastal inspired.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that so much.
Yeah. So, and very adventurous, like really, honestly, really unique creatures again.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. I would recommend this. I mean, I am recommending it right now.
I really like the sound of that.
Yeah.
Is it like Fae or something?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
Maybe actually.
No, mix of stuff.
I don't remember what like the magical race is called. I don't remember.
Oh.
But I do know what they are.
Okay.
I know I'm being super confusing, but hopefully that's intriguing.
It is intriguing.
Hopefully it's mysterious, confusing.
Yeah. Okay.
It was really good. I read it at the beginning of last year and the beginning of 2024, and I really liked it.
Is it a series?
It is a series.
Is it completed?
Yes. That is such a big bonus, actually.
Oh, yes.
That is a really big bonus.
Oh, yes.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yo.
We love that.
Okay. House of Beating Wings.
Okay.
I'm set.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, anyways, that's my Europe recommendation. That one was truly just because it was kind of Italian.
No, I love that.
Coastal vibes.
I love that.
Yeah.
I miss Italy. Take me back. Well, the next one's not very Italian, but the next section is mountains. So if you're channeling Madeline and me.
Skiing.
Yes.
And Breckenridge and Vale and
Whistler.
Jackson Hole and Park City.
And Aspen.
And maybe the Northeast Mountains. I'm pretty sure there are mountains in like Maine and upstate New York, maybe. No.
Or you could just think like Utah.
Yeah.
And Arizona and California.
Yeah. The mountains.
Not all mountains have to be snowy.
That's true. The Guadalupe Mountains.
Yeah. My inspiration for mountains wasn't like the snowy mountains. I was thinking like the woodsy mountains. Okay? Yeah? Okay. So my recommendation is Flock by Kate Stewart.
I have literally no idea what that is.
I've never talked to you about it.
Is it something you're embarrassed to have read?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Not at all. I'm not embarrassed.
Oh.
Although it is kind of freaky. So if you're looking for some freaky mountains, here you go.
Okay.
It's very woodsy. What's like that? It's like kind of like small town vibe, but don't think of it as like small town as in confined. It's like as in like a community. Like everybody kind of knows each other, kind of small town. But like there's the mountains and they go hiking and there's the lakes. It's so. I honestly was gonna do this one for the lake too, but I think the mountains fit it better.
Felt kind of like campy and
Not campy. I would just say like North Carolina.
oh, okay. Like Asheville and Lake Lure.
I don't know what those look like, but
Okay.
it's mountains in the distance, lake in your backyard, hiking spot down the trail, like that kind of vibe.
So fun.
Yeah.
That's what I'm dressed for, kind of.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's kind of channeling
Yeah.
more you.
Okay. I will maybe read this next time I go to the woodsy mountains with a lake.
Yeah. It's I could speak on this series a lot, but I'm not going to. But yeah, it is kind of a I think the author describes it as an erotic suspense.
Oh,
So honestly, I would agree with that.
you're feeling frisky in the woods.
Pretty much.
Okay.
So yeah, that's my recommendation.
Love that. I have two. I've had two for every single one. Again, a situation where one of these books I haven't read. One Dark Window by the Shepherd King. That's the first, or by the Shepherd King. That's the first book in the Shepherd King series, the duology, by Rachel Gillig. Another series I read at the beginning of last year. Very like woodsy. That's why I did it. I did a woodsy one. Both of mine are actually. Kind of like dark and mysterious and misty, and I actually have I don't think there are any mountains now that I'm saying that, but it kind of felt like a book that you could read in the mountains, like if you wanted.
Woodsy and mountains to me go together.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel too. It just feels like you're kind of cozy in a cabin and like I don't know, just a cozy read. But very interesting magic, and really like the main characters in this series. So yeah, that's my first one. And then The God of the Woods by Liz Moore. I've just seen this book a lot on Goodreads recently. I'm pretty sure it's like a thriller or a mystery, or I don't think it's a horror, but now I'm realizing that if it is, that could be really scary. If you're reading that in the woods. But I've seen really good things. Like my friends on Goodreads have rated it well, and
I've never heard of this.
really,
Yeah.
It's I think it's new-ish.
The God of the Woods.
Yeah,
that's a cool title.
It's on my TBR right now because we're trying to get more into like thriller and mystery. So
is it a fantasy?
No, I think it's a thriller.
Oh, cool.
I should have come more prepared. I really don't know.
That's okay. I'm liking these new recommendations. Like I'm feeling really inspired right now.
Me too.
I think
is this gonna help you get out of your book? I think
so. I'm gonna start with that House of Beating Wings, but
okay. Well, you need to do the right move first, but
oh yeah, that's
or
true.
You could read them at the same time.
Yes. Well, maybe I should finish the books I'm currently reading. Perhaps,
perchance,
maybe.
I feel like you could easily finish Rebel Witch.
Yeah, I just need to listen to it for the rest of the day. I have like 6 hours left. Anyway, moving on. Lastly, staycation, which is what Malin and I are doing.
Yes.
Well, not for a day, but yeah, mostly. Staycation to me, I was really thinking, at first I was like, oh, well, do I mean like literally in Texas? Because then I'm like Not in Love by Allie Hazelwood. But no, we've talked about this. So really here, I am channeling the vibe of like, how can I romanticize the city I'm living in?
Mm-hmm.
How do I make everyday life fun? And the most perfect book for this is Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez.
Yeah, that's a
Like,
great recommendation.
This is the perfect, and it perfectly encapsulates staycation. Like, making what you got at home romantic and fun. Like, that's literally the point of the book. Like, that
Mhm.
was Abby Jimenez's whole intention. So, really cute romance set in Michigan also.
Mhm.
Yeah, I liked it. It's summer vibes too. You get the summer vibe.
Yeah,
I thought about doing lake. I thought about putting this one in the lake section.
because kind of.
Yeah, but I was like,
That's
no,
funny.
it's not really. But anyway, there's your romance. But I also have a fantasy for this one.
Okay.
This is a YA urban fantasy. Again, another like creating adventure at home kind of thing. So, The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. I love this series
Hannah
so
could talk about it for days.
much. I really could. But another one where it's like, I kind of describe it as like there's like a treasure hunt at home kind of vibe. Like these like 4 kids are trying, no, 5 kids are trying to uncover like this like local urban legend. So it's again, it's not like they're in Rome. They're at home in their little cute town
Mhm.
and adventuring around their town.
I gave this series a try,
Mm-hmm.
and I DNF'd it not because it wasn't interesting to me, but because I think I just got distracted. Or I was in a book slump and it didn't do a successful enough job to pull me out of it, but
Yeah.
I've always wanted to pick it back up.
Yeah.
I just haven't.
The first book isn't the best, I'll say that. I think the third and the fourth are the best to me, if I'm remembering correctly.
Does the main female character in that series kind of remind you of Galadriel a little bit? Or am I way off base?
Kind of. But
Or is it the
Galadriel,
writing style that is kind of similar?
yeah. Galadriel is way more,
Rude?
yeah,
Yeah.
abrasive,
Yeah.
I would say.
Okay.
Yeah. There you go. A romance standalone and a YA fantasy series. That's pretty short. So
If
there
you're
you
an
go.
adult and you don't get a spring break like Hannah and I,
Yeah,
and you're doing a staycation, I think you should try these.
I agree. I agree.
Okay. My staycation recommendations. First, The Right Move in the Windy City series by Liz Tomforde. Hannah and I both recommended a Liz Tomforde's book. But in my opinion, this is, I don't want to call it the best in the series, but it was the first one where I was like, okay, wait, these are actually really good. This is set in Chicago, as Hannah mentioned before, but it kind of, to me, felt like if you wanted to envision yourself going somewhere else, kind of. Like if you wanted to feel like you were going somewhere else, even if you were at home.
Oh, like escapism?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this is still fun and it's a romance. So, yeah, I don't know. I also was thinking about what I will probably be reading next week. So,
That too.
That's my recommendation in a little bit of foreshadowing. My second one is Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas.
Oh?
I thought that if you're having a staycation and you have a lot of time doing nothing outside of working, this could be a great time to start your Throne of Glass journey because
Okay.
it's a long series.
Okay.
You could probably get through the first 3 in a week if you really tried. So,
Are we talking Throne of Glass? Starting with Throne of Glass, or are we talking Assassin's Blade?
okay. So, don't get mad. I've never read Assassin's Blade. Yeah.
You've never read
Uh-huh. Yeah.
any of the short stories?
Mm-mm.
Madeline Grace.
It came out when
You're not even You don't even know. You don't even know. Oh, you're reading those next week. You have to read those.
Okay.
It's so short, too.
I know. Well, by the time that it came out, because it came out when she had already written like 3 or 4 books.
Yeah, that's why people read it after.
Yeah, I just didn't. I just never got around to it. I was so broken after Kingdom of Ash. You know?
You know what? I'm actually going to tell you not to read it until you reread all
I
the
know.
the whole series.
That's been my plan, is whenever I do my next Throne of Glass reread. Because there's only 3 books in that series that I've not read or reread. I have reread every single book in that series except for Tower of Dawn and Kingdom of Ash. And I have not read Assassin's Blade. So, like, I have really good motivation to go back, because I honestly don't remember a good amount of Kingdom of Ash. It was just so big.
Yeah.
A lot happened.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
I know.
And now you can do tandem read.
I know. I'm actually really excited to tandem read as well.
Okay, wow. I'm like actually so jealous of you that you like get to experience that for the first time. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I did think about recommending Assassin's Blade for one of these sections. I think I was gonna do it for Beach.
Oh, okay.
Because there's well, no, I won't say.
Well, I mean, like she does allude to it in most of the books.
One of the books is called like no, I don't know. Never mind. I'm not gonna spoil.
Well, if people are doing their Throne of Glass journey on their during their staycation, you recommend starting with Assassin's Blade, obviously.
I don't know. I don't know what I recommend, honestly. I change.
It's the prequel.
It is.
Wouldn't that be the natural start?
Yes. I don't know. I enjoyed the way I read it. The first time I read it, Assassin's Blade wasn't even out yet. So I read it as I didn't read Assassin's Blade at all.
Yeah.
I read the series as it was. I read Tower of Dawn before I read Kingdom of Ash, for example. The second time I read the Assassin's Blade first, and then I did the tandem read of Kingdom Ash and Tower of Dawn.
That will be my experience whenever I do it.
It was amazing. So it was amazing for me, and then I tell people, like, no, you need to do it that way because it was perfect. But people are like, no, I want to read it the authentic way, like how it was, published. I'm like, yeah, but why torture yourself? Like, just, I don't know. There's different ways to go about it. Some people like Tower of Dawn more than others, and some people like being thrown into the world and Throne of Glass, but I'm like, but then they struggle with the writing being bad, and I'm like, that's why you just need to read Assassin's Blade.
That's a good
because it'll hook you. The writing's so much better.
You can get over. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I'm inspired.
Yeah.
I've mentioned this to you, like, off camera microphone, but I've always thought maybe if we did a Throne of Glass reread this year, that we could do it like a book club.
Yeah.
Like with our friends.
Yes. That'd be
our
fun.
podcast friends.
Yes.
Because that's not really like Hannah's and my initial intentions for the podcast. Like that wasn't something we planned on doing, but I would do a book club for that series.
Me too. There's so much to unpack.
Yeah. And I feel like you and I have talked a lot about that series, but not like gone book for book.
Yeah.
So we should do that.
Mm-hmm. Every time I read it too, I like look back and I'm like, dang, I wish I remembered more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I highlighted so much on my second reread of it. But I'm like still like, dang, I wish I remembered more. Anyway.
Anywho.
That's all we got.
That's all we got. Hopefully you found some exciting new reads if you're going somewhere, if you're not going somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Or carry it into the future for any travel this year.
Yeah, really. I might be taking some Europe recs for this summer.
Oh yeah. I was like, when are you going to Europe?
Girl, you're going with me.
Hannah and I are going to Europe with our family at the end of this summer.
So
we'll have to report back.
I will report back to you guys on what I thought about the House of Beating Wings. Madeline influenced me.
I feel really excited.
I know
about that.
Okay. I know, right?
It's I'm so excited for you to read them.
But yeah, maybe you guys should share y'all's, spring break reads with
Mhm.
us, so
Yeah, update us.
yeah, we need some inspo.
Mhm.
But
Agreed.
this was a fun episode.
It was a really fun episode.
yeah.
I
I'm glad
loved
we
it.
did this.
Yay. Good job.
I hope my jacket hasn't been crunchy this whole episode.
Crunchy.
Like it's kind of been.
Some ASMR, some ski jacket ASMR.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyways, thanks for joining us again on Check This Book Out. I'm Madeline.
I'm Hannah, and this is Check This Book Out. We talk everything fantasy and romance. Find us on Instagram and TikTok because
Yeah, y'all have been showing us a lot of love on TikTok,
Yeah.
and it's made me very happy.
Madeline is having fun with you guys on TikTok.
Yeah.
Uh,
Y'all have been so supportive of our obsession with Allie Hazelwood, and I feel like I've found my people. So
it really is fun though on y'all comment because then it's, I don't know. The whole point of this podcast really, it's like I want more book friends, and so now I'm like I'm finding my book friends.
No, literally,
because you guys are interacting, so it's really fun.
Yeah, it's made me very happy.
Yeah.
Brought me a lot of joy this week.
Yeah.
But yeah, next episode Hannah's a little bit more of a sports girly than I am, I think. But
yeah, in real life,
I feel like it's always a very big time of year when March Madness starts, and I do enjoy college sports.
Yes.
So we're making March Madness bookish, and we're doing Book Out Madness.
Yeah.
So we're gonna introduce our bracket that we've set up, kind of explain the rules, and then we are also going to try to read The Right Move by Liz Tomforde before this episode so that we can talk about that. It's basketball themed, get in the mood, get in the spirit.
Yes.
So, I'm really excited about this one.
I'm excited too.
I won't lie, I really like March Madness. I don't watch any of the games, but I do make a bracket.
I do make a bracket. If this like takes off, like if this like actually, you know,
boosts us up.
Well, not boosts us up, but like if people think this is fun.
Yeah.
And if I find this fun, like I would love to bring this back like next year.
No, seriously.
Like this
it could be such a fun tradition. I'm
Yeah.
really excited to see what other people think and if they want to play. I was thinking about how could we make, like if we could make a prize involved, but because people would be voting, I don't know how we would do that. So we'll put some thought into it, and we're gonna go all into it next week. I personally am very excited to do it.
Me too.
I made the bracket, but I'm excited about it.
She already knows what she's voting for.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, tune in next week so you guys can hear the details. We'll be here.
We're excited.
Not dressed like hooligans. Maybe we'll wear basketball uniforms. You still got yours?
Logan has Mavs jerseys.
Yeah.
That would be kind of fun.
That hot topic.
Yeah.
Anyways,
We'll
we'll see you guys next week.
See you guys next week. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.